PCEdTech, and we're going to do a technical introduction to your new and awesome nursing portfolio. In this video, we'll talk specifically about how to add content to your portfolios. I will show you here how to add text to your portfolios, how to add images, documents through Google Docs, video through YouTube, and finally, how to add entirely new pages to your portfolio. To access your portfolio, you need to go to Google Sites. That's where we're building them. So you simply go to your browser and type in sites.google.com. Sites.google.com. That's where you will find your nursing portfolios. Okay. Now, unless you're a regular user of Google Sites, your screen won't look as busy as mine. This is what I see when I open Google Sites, and there's a bunch because I'm the guy who's created each of the sites for each of you in the BSN and MSN programs. When you go to sites.google.com, you'll probably only see one site, and that will be your copy of your portfolio. And it'll be labeled BSN Portfolio, or if you're in the Master's Program, MSN Portfolio, and then it should have your name on it. For our demonstration, I'm going to open a template that I've created. There we go. When you click on that site in Google Sites, you will get your template to open up. Now, if it's your first time visiting, it's the first time you've opened the template, you will see all the kind of placeholder text and placeholder images that I've added to kind of show you where things can go in your portfolio. You'll see a basic menu bar, and this menu bar contains the different pages that we've created for your template: coursework, continuing education units, your capstone projects, etc. You can do a lot of editing here, but we've created this template to give you an idea of where to start in curating and reflecting on and presenting all the things you're learning in your presentation nursing program. So when you move your mouse around on this site, we're going to get right to adding content now. When you go around on the site, you'll see that when you hover your mouse over an editable item, you'll see a blue outline around it. At least that's what comes up on my browser, a blue outline. If you see that blue, that means you can click and change the text there. So obviously, this is my portfolio. I want to put my name there. And maybe I'm not an RN yet, so I just take that out of there. I just click on that area to put text. And then I click out, and it's set. Go down here, my mouse hovers over this text. I can edit this text, could edit these images over here. That highlighting, it's very intuitive. Just move your mouse where you want to change something, and it'll show you if you can change it by giving that highlight. Let's go through the items that we want to edit. First of all, text. That's probably the easiest part. First, we've got this opening page here. Here's a text block. Now, there's a lot of text, placeholder text I've placed, but let's get rid of this and start from scratch. So when I click on that text box, notice a context menu pops up above it. It gives me a lot of options, and there's a trash can. If you see a trash can, that means you can delete that item. Let's get rid of this text box. That one's out of there. I want this one out of the way too. We're going to clear those out. There. Now I've got a nice blank slate. Let's say I want to add some text here explaining, hi, this is my portfolio. Okay, you just go to a blank area and double-click your mouse. When you double-click in Google Sites, you'll get this quick and easy context menu to add the basic items that you can put anywhere in your portfolio. The center option in this menu says, let's add text. All right, and then right away, I get a little box. Presentation College. And you can go on and on, make that text as big a paragraph or several paragraphs as you like. The text box will expand to do whatever you want. Now, so that's a basic text box. And then if I click out, there it is. Notice that when I'm in the box and click on it, there are a couple of blue handles that appear on the side. You can use those blue handles. Maybe you just want your text in the center there. Or maybe you just want kind of sidebar text and will make room for bigger images and such over in the middle. You can size that any way you want, whatever works for your layout. Just keep it clean, keep it simple. Okay? Now, another cool thing you can do with any text box you create is you can insert hyperlinks. Okay? And I say hyperlinks are really important. They make it very easy for people looking at your portfolio to access additional information. Let's say I want to create a link to the Presentation College website here. Okay, easy enough. First, I have to remind myself what the presentation website is. There it is, presentation.edu. I go to that website, and I'm going to copy that text. You can use Control-C too. I'm kind of a keyboard guy, but when you see it with the mouse, you see what to do. Hit copy. And then I go back to my portfolio that I'm working on. I say, all right, I want to put that link there. But I want that to be hyperlinked text. So I select that text, and now in the context menu up here, check it out. There's a link button. Click on that. And it says, okay, the text will say Presentation College, but where do you want the link to go? I just paste in my URL right there. Hit the paste, we get the URL, and hit apply. And now that text is a functional link. When people viewing your portfolio click on it, it will open up the Presentation College website. Kind of neat. So you can add text, and importantly, you can make any text you want into a hyperlink. That's really useful in text in portfolios and really anywhere else where you're creating usable interactive documents on the web. So text boxes, really easy. Double click in a blank spot and click on the text button right there in the context menu. All right, so there's how to add text. Now let's add an image. A lot of ways to do this. You see I've put a couple of placeholder images here, the presentation lantern and this dummy image here. If I want to get rid of an image, I click on it, say, get out of the way, it's time to replace you, and I can just delete that. Or I can click on the three buttons next to it, kind of the more options, and it invites me to replace that image. All right, let's do that. There are two ways I can get images. One is I can upload an image from my computer. So logically, let's say I want an image of myself. And I've got one of my mug shots of myself on the computer. Let's see. So you just hit upload, and which picture do I want? There's my basic mug shot. We'll bring that one up. This is in my file picker now. Hit open, and just like that, there's the picture. So there's one way. You can replace an image and upload a new image. But also, let's make room for another image here. I'm going to get rid of the lantern. You can keep it. I like the lantern. I think it's good branding. But if I clear that out, I cleared out my whole thing. Something to show you there. If you mess up and delete everything, and you go, oh my gosh, I didn't want that to happen, there's an undo button right up here at the kind of the upper right in the top of the bar. Click that undo button, or hit Control-Z again if you're a keyboard person, and you can undo that. I can go, wait a minute, I don't want to delete all of that. I just want to delete just that picture. There we go, deleted that picture. But now I want to insert another picture. So let's go in this window here, and let's go to images. Okay, you just click anywhere blank, get that context menu up, and click images. Google Sites will let you search for images. So suppose I think Clara Barton is really great, gal who founded the Red Cross, great nurse. Let's put Clara Barton. Google search within Sites will look for images that are labeled for commercial reuse. So, you have to be careful. Sometimes if you just search in general online, you're going to get a lot of pictures that are copyright protected that you need permission to use. But Google does a pretty good job of searching for images that are not copyright protected, that are free for your use in public domain. I can use Google Sites to search for Clara Barton. Let's look around. And there we go, all sorts of pictures of Clara Barton. There's that nice profile picture. I got Abraham Lincoln too. I don't know how that happened. But let's get Clara Barton. I just select a picture from Google search. I hit select. And I've got a really big picture of Clara Barton. And then once the picture's in there, if it goes someplace I didn't expect, you just click on it and drag it. You can move it to the top, put it in between, put it right underneath my picture, put it there, wherever you want to just click and drop. So you can customize your portfolio by adding images of yourself, images from Google search, other images you've created for class that you think are useful for your portfolio. So we got text, we got images. Let's now add a document. Now, key limitation here. You can add any papers you've written, presentations you've created, charts you've created in spreadsheets, anything like that that you think shows your growth and development as a professional, you can add to your Google site. The trick is you have to do it through Google Docs. Okay? You can't just straight upload a paper from your hard drive, a PDF or a Word doc or a PowerPoint, straight from your hard drive up to Google Sites. You have to first import it into Google Docs. Okay? I can do that in another tutorial if you like, or you can give me a call at PCEdTech and we'll show you how to do it. But let's say you've done that. You've got images on your Google Drive and you want to add them now to your portfolio. Okay, just pick a blank spot here. And it says here at the bottom of the context menu, from Drive. That's from Google Drive. I'll click on that. And then notice over on the right sidebar here, I get this set of instructions for Google Drive. It shows me, well, what's in there? And now this is bringing up my Google Drive. Okay, I have a map, I have a spreadsheet, I have a paper I've written, a presentation. All my Google Drive contents are right there. Let's say this paper here is an item that I'm really proud of, and I want to show that on my home page. I open up Google Drive, I just click on it, I double click, and in it goes. And now that paper is embedded on my site. All right, so we've added text, we've added some images, I've shown you how to add a document from Google Docs. How about a video? Okay. Let's try it. To add a video, a little more complicated. It doesn't come up on the context menu, but it is going to be over here in the right sidebar. I'm going to X out my Google Drive, get back to the basic menu, see Insert, Pages, and Themes. Make sure you're in Insert. And then notice there's a lot more below the basic items. You can do some separate layouts, table of contents, create an image carousel, kind of rotating images. But down here is YouTube. YouTube video. Let's hit that and see what happens. All right, we get a select file window. And this first one, it allows me to search YouTube. So I could, if I just wanted in general a video, if I wanted to have a video about nursing practice, who knows, a number of videos may come up, and I could click any of these videos to embed in my portfolio. Of course, these are from other sources. This is my portfolio. I want to show off something that I've done. So I have my own YouTube channel. Actually, our department does, PCEdTech. If I go to YouTube, and I'm going to click to another tab now, I can look at my video channel. These are all videos that I've uploaded for the department. You too, as you create videos, you can get a YouTube account, upload those videos, and then you can select from those videos to embed them in your portfolio. So for instance, I've got, let's see, this is my course portfolio. I want to show my video on course design. This was a really good video I created. Click on it. Don't worry about playing it there. I just want to get the URL. You go up to the top of that page in YouTube. You copy the URL. Then go back to your Google site that you're creating and tell the search window, hey, go find my YouTube video. You paste that URL for your video in there and say, go look. And right away, YouTube goes, oh, you're looking for your course design video, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, put that in there. I click on it. My select button goes hot down there. I say, select it. You bet, put my video in there. And now I've got my video inside there. And again, just like with the other elements, I can grab that, move it around, say, put it there, right underneath in my text box. Maybe that text box is too big. I want to get that out of the way. I don't need as much text. All right. And now my video will play right there near the top of my portfolio page. So now you can see 4 basic elements: a text box, images, a document here, and a video, all embedded in my portfolio in just a few minutes. You can edit just the same. Now, those are the 4 elements. Suppose that instead of cluttering up your entire front page with these items, and yeah, what you see here, this is just for demonstration. This is starting to look kind of cluttered. I'd go back and make some decisions about, let's just focus on the video, or let's just focus on the paper. But once you get your decisions made, maybe you say, hey, I need a separate page that's going to show, say, videos from clinicals. Maybe you've made some clinical journals in video format, and you want to spotlight a couple of those videos. But you look at your coursework tabs, you look at the pages that are in the template, and you're like, you know what? I need another page. So let's say you decide you want to add a separate page. Really easy to do. You go over to the right sidebar, and you see Pages. Click on that tab. And we see a list of all the pages that are currently in our Google site, in our portfolio site. You can click on the arrows and it'll drop down and show you the other items that are already there, the other pages and subpages. But down at the bottom, there's my new page button. Notice that plus sign down there? When I roll over it, whoop, it spins to new page. Let's create a new page. Click on that button to make a new page. It asks for a name, of course. It's going to, I guess it's a subpage. Let's call this clinical videos. Click done. And it creates a new page for me. It has that as a header, and it's a nice blank page. Now notice, it stuck it under coursework for me. Maybe I want that not just under semester 5, but I want to reorganize that. Maybe I want to spotlight that, because I think videos are really cool. So I still want it to be a subpage of coursework, but I'm going to put it right at the top, above all my semester courses. That's fine. How you organize it is up to you. My point is that to move it, you just drag and drop. You grab a page in that list after you create it, and you set it wherever you want it in the hierarchy. When you do that, it'll automatically show up then in your menu items. Under coursework, there it is, clinical videos up at the top. If I wanted to move it to the bottom, I could bring it down here. Oh, got to move semester 6 still, put it above there, change the order. I check my menu items again, and there, already fixed. You don't have to code a thing. You don't have to know any real technical tricks. You just look at this visually and drag and drop. I'm going to grab that again, put it at the top of my coursework because I really like videos. And there we go. And now I've got a blank page where I can add and do the layout whatever way I want. So suppose I click on there and I want to start with an image. Let's see, we'll go to search here. I'm going to talk about my skeleton stuff because I really like working with skeletons, because who doesn't? Oh, dancing skeleton. I'm going to load that one up. And I put my dancing skeleton on there. And then next to that, I want some text. I double click and I say, give me some text. These videos show the work I did in clinicals at Avera St. Luke's. And, you know, not everybody reading my portfolio may be from South Dakota, so I may need to point out that's in Aberdeen, South Dakota. And let's say I want to make a link to Avera St. Luke's so people can see the hospital itself. I love links, just like I love videos. And I have, let's see, where did I put Avera's website there? There we go. I go get Avera's website, come back to my portfolio, paste in that URL. All right, great. Now I've got a link to that. And then I want to put in a video. Where's that video? Let's see. I have to go back to Insert over in my right sidebar. Scroll down a bit, go to YouTube. And again, hopefully I've got some clinical videos stored on my webpage. I just want a nursing clinical journal. You would create this, of course, yourself. You'd have a URL ready. I select that, find the video that I want, hopefully my own video, select it in that menu, hit select here, and then there's the video. And I can move it around. I can change the size of it, say, hey, I want it to be more oriented like this. And then there's my page. In just a couple of minutes, you can create an entirely new page using the Pages menu over here on the right side. Create a new page, put it in your menu structure so you know which page or subpage you want it to appear in, which tab on your menu you want it to appear in. And then you go to that blank page and start adding whatever you want. So there you go. There's a quick and easy introduction to adding content and editing on your new Presentation College nursing portfolio. I'm Cory Heidelberger in the Presentation Educational Technology Department. If you have any questions about how to access, edit, and publish your nursing portfolio, just give me a shout. Cory.heidelberger@presentation.edu. I should come up pretty easily in your Outlook address books. Or come to my office here in Main 369 here on campus. I'll be happy to help you make the most out of your new nursing portfolios. Thanks for listening, everybody.